Hello, I'm Jeff Miller. A big welcome to all of you joining us tonight online, both locally and around the country. A special thank you for that wonderful jazz provided by Dharma, Brenda, and Alyssa, who together make up Pink Trio. But those of you who have seen them perform live at one of our previous concerts already know how talented they are. And speaking of previous concerts, welcome to our 10-year celebration. We were hoping our 10th Heart of a Child would be in front of a live audience at a packed concert hall, but sadly, that is still not a possibility. Nonetheless, we are here live tonight to celebrate with you virtually. In 2010, we held our first Heart of a Child concert at this very same church, where we are broadcasting from tonight, and raised just over $14,000. Earlier that same year, through a small grant to Resounding Joy in Ariana's memory, we informally began the Music with Heart program, later to be called the Ariana Miller Healing Notes program. Initially, this provided only 1/2 day of music therapy every other week to children with heart disease at Rady Children's Hospital here in San Diego. Over the years, Heart of a Child has expanded to world-class concert halls, becoming the premier showcase of young musical talent in San Diego, raising nearly $500,000 and providing no-cost music therapy to several thousand children. Your generous support has allowed us to greatly expand the Ariana Miller Healing Notes program, which now provides daily music therapy through a full-time music therapist. And although most of our patients are still cardiac, we also provide music therapy to many other seriously ill children at Rady as well. To those of you joining us tonight, some for the 10th time, you are in for a real treat as we bring you some of the best young musicians in San Diego, Southern California, and beyond. Due to the constraints of social distancing and the logistics behind this streaming event, the performances have been pre-recorded, but that doesn't make them any less wonderful. All of the proceeds raised tonight will once again go to support Resounding Joy's Ariana Miller Healing Notes program. So sit back, enjoy the show, and if you feel inclined to support our cause, go to resoundingjoyinc.org, where there is a donation link. Thank you. I'd like to introduce your host for the evening. Whether she was playing the best of the morning tunes on Kixie Radio or forecasting the weather for ABC 10 or NBC 7, Pat Brown has been part of San Diego television community for many years. She has received the Leadership Award from National University and was named Health Hero by Combined Health Agencies for her volunteer work with the MS Society and Alzheimer's San Diego. She also volunteers for the San Diego Humane Society and as a reader for Erickson Elementary. She is currently looking forward to getting back on the road as a tour guide with Day Tripper Tours. Back for her 4th year, please welcome Pat Brown.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. It is truly my pleasure to welcome you to the 10-year celebration of Heart of a Child. I'm so happy to be back and associated with such a wonderful organization as Resounding Joy. Now, I think we can all agree that the word unprecedented has been a bit overused in the last year. We have experienced a global pandemic which has fundamentally altered our lives and just made it so hard for so many of us. We have reaped untold economic damage, and of course, it has resulted in the death of hundreds of thousands in our nation alone. In the past year, we have also experienced profound social and political unrest. Some say that people in our country have never been more distant than we are right now. So, you may ask, what is there to celebrate? Well, I would argue that we are here tonight to celebrate the spirit of a little girl who lives on in the many young performers who have shared their musical gifts over the years, as well as here tonight. We are here to celebrate the thousands of generous individual and corporate donors who have supported the Ariana Miller Healing Notes program and continue to provide generously. We are also here to celebrate the music therapists who bring the healing power of music to the hospital and especially to the thousands of children and their families who have been comforted, enriched, and strengthened by music therapy. We also look to the future, to what this program can become with more staffing, more little lives touched, and more joy instead of pain. So come along with me tonight for this musical celebration of love, healing, and hope. To start things off, 18-year-old Sadie Duca is a singer-songwriter who also produces her own music. She is no stranger to Heart of a Child or network television. Did you know at the age of 8 she performed on America's Got Talent and she made it to the Las Vegas round? Sadie recently released her first single, The Way I Like You, followed by the single Validation. Sadie will be releasing her very first album at the end of this summer. Here is Sadie Duca performing Superstition by Stevie Wonder.
Very superstitious, writings on the wall. Very superstitious, ladder's about to fall. 13-month-old baby broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck, the good things in your past. Yeah, when you believe in things that you don't understand, they suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Your face and hands, rid me of your problems. Do all that you can. Keep me in a daydream. No, baby, keep me going strong. You don't wanna save me. Sad is your song. Oh, when you believe in things that you don't understand, and they suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Baby, it ain't the way, it ain't the way, it ain't the way, it ain't the way, it ain't the way. Oh, when you believe in things that you don't understand, they suffer. Yeah, when you believe in things that you don't understand, and then you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Yeah.
Wow, what a start to our 10-year celebration. Amazing. By the way, this is Sadie's eighth year performing at Heart of a Child. What a thrill to be back introducing this incredible talent. Now, if you missed the beginning of our show, Heart of a Child is the annual fundraising concert for Resounding Joy's Ariana Miller Healing Notes program, which is named in memory of Ariana Miller. Ariana, she was a gentle soul. She had a deep love of music and a concern for others. As she struggled with congenital heart disease, it was music that brought joy into her life. Although Ariana is no longer physically with us, her passionate love of music and its healing effect lives on through the Healing Notes program. Trust me, I know these have been trying times. And these have been trying times for charities like Resounding Joy, but more than ever are in need of the healing power of music. Please help keep this vital program funded. We ask that you visit resoundingjoyinc.org to learn more about our charity, this program, and if you can, make a donation now. Okay, let's keep things streaming, shall we? 18-year-old Sarah Maxman is an award-winning virtuoso violinist and concertmaster of Torrey Pines High Orchestra. She has received numerous awards, including winning the San Diego Youth Symphony Showcase Concerto Competition in 2016, La Jolla Young Artist Competition in 2019, and H.B. Goodland Scholarship Competition in 2019. Recent big news, are you ready? Sarah will be attending the Royal Academy of Music in London on scholarship. Here is Sarah Maxman playing Recitativo and Scherzo Caprice by Fritz Kreisler. We told you you'd be in for a treat. And look who's with me now live. I've got Sarah right here. Sarah, it's so great to have you join us.
It is an honor to be here to celebrate Heart of Child's 10th year celebration.
Well, it's an honor for us to have you here too. And that piece, I can't believe how technically challenging it must have been. Can you tell us what goes into getting a piece like that performance ready? I mean, besides practice.
Yes, so definitely practicing is very, very necessary to prepare for any piece. But my father introduced me to this piece, and my father, who's my teacher and a violinist.
Okay.
We discussed the composer's background and how the composer wanted to express through this piece. And after a few months of practicing it, I made it my own interpretation.
And you shared it with us tonight. Just beautiful.
Thank you.
And now the big news is you are headed off to London, right?
Yes.
To the Royal Academy of Music. I mean, that's an accomplishment in and of itself. So I'm kind of curious why you picked that school. I mean, it's way over there across the pond in London. And what was it an audition process or the selection process to be able to be accepted?
Yes, so my parents brought me to London when I was 10 years old, and immediately I fell in love with the city. So after I decided that I wanted to become a professional musician, the Royal Academy of Music became my dream school ever since. So in 2019, I visited the school and I played for several professors there. And last year, I began my application process, which included 2 rounds of auditions and a theory exam, as well as a few interviews. And turns out I got accepted to the school with a scholarship to study with Professor Ronnie Friend, and I'm very excited.
Oh my gosh. Well, good luck to you over there in London.
Thank you so much.
If you see any of the royals, tell them Pat said hi, okay?
I will.
Thanks, Sarah, so much.
Thank you.
Moving on now, 14-year-old singer-songwriter Noelle Lidioff recently performed original music at the Orpheum Theater in LA and is a regular soloist on the nationally televised program Hour of Power. A semifinalist on season 13 of America's Got Talent with her choir, Voices of Hope, she has also been on both ABC and NBC network specials. Performing the inspirational song Be a Light, please give a big virtual welcome to Noelle Lidioff.
Time for war, be peace. In a time full of doubt, just believe. Yeah, there ain't that much difference between you and me. In a time full of war, be peace. In a world full of hate, be light. When you do somebody wrong, make it right. Don't hide in the dark. You were born to shine in a world full of hate. Be light. Oh, oh. you can't win, just slow down. In a world full of hate, feel like, oh, when you do somebody wrong, make it right. Don't hide in the dark, you were born to shine. In a world full of hate, feel like, oh, 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 yeah, it's hard to live in color when you just see black and white. In a world full of hate, feel like.
Thank you, Noelle. That was just beautiful. Well, here I am back in our interview set, and I'm so happy to be here with Rachel Gant. Now, Rachel is a board-certified music therapist. She's also the director of Resounding Joy's Ariana Miller Healing Notes program. And Rachel, it's great to have you here.
It's wonderful to be here with you today, Pat.
Thank you so much. Now, for those people who don't know what is music therapy? It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes, this is a question that's asked all of the time.
Sure. Yeah.
Music therapy is an established healthcare profession and where music is used within a therapeutic relationship to address physical, cognitive, emotional, and social needs of the patient. In other words, music is the medicine that heals the mind, body, and soul.
It's putting it all together.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Now we're here tonight because it's the 10-year celebration of the program, and so I thought it might be a good idea to take a little bit of a look back. So can you give us just a real brief history of the Ariana Miller Healing Notes program from your perspective?
Absolutely, Pat. It's really amazing to look back over the 10 years. 10 years ago, we were supporting patients on one unit at the hospital, and now we've expanded to over 5 units, including all of the intensive care units,
Wow.
medical, surgical units, and more. We're able to now support patients with cardiac diagnoses, cancer diagnoses, children who've been suffered from traumatic accidents or traumas, as well as surgical and transplant patients.
Okay.
Basically, in the last 10 years, we've gotten to be integrated into the Rady Children's Care Team and being able to support patients in their more vulnerable moments in the hospital.
That's just wonderful. Now, I imagine this past year, because of COVID, it's been difficult for everybody. It must have been difficult for you. Can you tell us kind of some of the problems that you faced and how you came over them?
Yes, like so many, we've shifted to the virtual platform
Yeah.
to really keep patients safe because so many patients have a more vulnerable immune system. So we've been connecting with patients to support via music therapy, via phone, telehealth, as well as any other creative option possible. We've been working twice as hard to communicate and coordinate with patients, families, and the medical care team, as well as we've been able to support and connect patients with their families at home, especially in instances where there's visitation limitations,
Right.
as well as connecting patients to other patients in music therapy groups.
So there's kind of almost a silver lining to it, right?
Yes, yeah, there is. Anytime there's obstacles, there's always opportunity for innovation, and that's really what our team did. You know, really innovated our care to be able to support patients when they needed us most. We've really been able to support and connect our heart warriors of all ages to peers across the country from west to east coast. And they've really formed friendships and been able to support each other through surgeries, through frequent hospital stays, through obstacles just with their diagnoses, as well as COVID obstacles, and giving them a chance to connect with each other in their community. We've also been able to support patients a little bit better throughout frequent hospital stays, so be able to help prepare them better for upcoming surgeries, as well as help them kind of cope better with any upcoming procedures.
Sounds like a lot of relationships and bonds are formed, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Thanks for all you do. It really does make a difference.
Thank you, Pat.
You bet. Okay, moving along, we not only want to keep this vital program going, of course, but we want to expand it. We want to reach more seriously ill children. If you are able, please help us by making a donation right now at resoundingjoyinc.org. It's right there on your screen. And to give you a little more incentive, listen to this. Some mega donors will right now match every donation up to $10,000 just for the next hour. So that's going to double your donation. Now, please enjoy the following brief video presentation for a closer look at the Ariana Miller Healing Notes program.
Our patients are some of the sickest patients that we take care of in our hospital, sometimes require extended hospitalizations, very advanced care in the intensive care unit.
One minute we were in postpartum enjoying our new family of 3, and the next minute they were rushing her into the NICU because she was turning blue and she had a heart murmur. And it is so different than what I planned, and I think that you just don't understand it until you're in that situation.
And so our patients have a lot of time and wait for us to give them what they need to go home. And so things like music therapy can help them to cope with their new diagnosis and just pass the day and forget that they're sick for a moment.
With the tension of knowing she was going to go into surgery and just her crying and her upset, I was at a breaking point, and music therapy came in, and for an hour sat there. I stopped thinking about her going into surgery for a few minutes and just enjoyed that last hour because the time after that was very grim. I was just very thankful for that moment, and that music therapy was able to give that to me.
Anything we can do to try to normalize their life is very beneficial.
That was the amazing Sarah Maximum. Once again, we've been having a little bit of technical difficulties here. This is a live streaming video, so our apologies, and we thank you for staying with us as we continue our program. Our next performer is 14-year-old singer-songwriter Noelle Lidioff. She recently performed original music at the Orpheum Theater in LA and is a regular soloist on the nationally televised program Hour of Power. A semifinalist on season 13 of America's Got Talent with her choir Voices of Hope, she has also been on both ABC and NBC network specials. Performing the inspirational song Be a Light, please give a big virtual welcome to Noelle Lidioff.
Time for war, be peace. In a time full of doubt, just believe. Yeah, there ain't that much difference between you and me. In a time full of war, be peace. In a world full of hate, be light. When you do somebody wrong, make it right. Slow it down. Yeah, you only get one go round. 'Cause the finish line is 6 feet in the ground. In a race you can't win, just slow down. In a world full of hate, be like, oh, when you do somebody wrong, make it right.
Thank you, Noelle. That was just beautiful. Well, here I am over on the interview set with a very special lady. This is Rachel Gant, and Rachel is a board-certified music therapist. She's also the director of Resounding Joy's Ariana Miller Healing Notes program. Rachel, so great to have you here.
Thank you for having me, Pat. It's great to be here.
Keeping me company here. Now, I know a lot of people maybe are watching and maybe they've never even heard of a music therapist. Can you tell us what that is? Sounds like fun.
Yes, absolutely. That's a really common question. I get it all the time. Music therapy is an established healthcare profession where we use music through the therapeutic relationship to address physical, emotional, cognitive, and social needs of the patient. And really, in other words, music is the medicine that heals the mind, body, and soul.
I like that. It's all one, right? So, of course, we are celebrating 10 years of the program. So I thought it might be a good idea if you could just maybe give us a little bit of history of the Ariana Miller Healing Notes program from your perspective.
Absolutely. It's really amazing to look back over the 10 years and how the program has grown. 10 years ago, we were supporting patients on one unit, and now we've expanded to over 5 units, including all of the intensive care units, the medical surgical units, and more. We're able to support patients with cardiac diagnoses and cancer diagnoses, children who've suffered traumatic events and accidents, as well as surgical and transplant patients.
You know, this past year has been difficult for everyone, and I know it has for the program too. Can you talk about maybe the challenges that you faced with COVID?
Yeah, like so many, we've shifted to a virtual format in order to keep patients safe. So many patients have a decreased immune system, and it's important to keep them safe and healthy above all else. So we've shifted music therapy to phone sessions, to telehealth sessions, and really just have gotten creative with how we're supporting these patients in need. We've definitely worked twice as hard with communication and correspondence with patients and families and medical staff. And we've been able to connect patients with their families at home, especially with decreased visitation options, and really connected patients to each other virtually in music therapy groups. We've been able to support hospital staff through music therapy and wellness, and really just supported all of the true heroes this last year.
Thank goodness for technology, right?
Yes.
When it works. So there really has been kind of a silver lining to all of this. There's still good in what has been a rough year, right?
Yes, you know, through any obstacle that arises, there's always the chance for innovation, and we've definitely been doing that and really innovating the care that we've been providing for patients and these children in need. We have gotten to connect heart warriors of all ages to each other from West Coast to East Coast in music therapy groups, and they've really just developed friendships and been able to support each other through hospital stays, through surgeries, through typical obstacles with their diagnoses, as well as with COVID. You know, they've really been able to support each other through the ups and downs of this last year. And through our music therapy programs, we've been able to support patients in between hospital stays a little bit better, as well as help them prepare for upcoming surgeries, and really been able to connect patients who are more extremely isolated.
So it's really all about establishing connections and relationships, and you help to do that with music. Thank you, Rachel, for everything. It's really great.
Thank you, Pat.
You bet. Well, we not only want to keep this vital program going, but we want to expand it. We want to reach more seriously ill children. If you are able, please help us. We really would appreciate it. All you have to do is make a donation right now at resoundingjoyinc.org. It's right there on your screen. And listen to this, to give you just a little more incentive, some mega donors will now match every donation. They're going to match it up to $10,000 for the next hour. That doubles your donation. Now, please enjoy the following brief video presentation for a closer look at the Ariana Miller Healing Notes program.
Our patients are some of the sickest patients that we take care of in our hospital. Sometimes require extended hospitalizations, very advanced care in the intensive care unit.
One minute we were in postpartum enjoying our new family of 3, and the next minute they were rushing her into the NICU because she was turning blue and she had a heart murmur. And it is so different than what I planned, and I think that you just don't understand it until you're in that situation.
And so our patients have a lot of time and wait for us to give them what they need to go home. And so things like music therapy can help them to cope with their new diagnosis and just pass the day and forget that they're sick for a moment.
With the tension of knowing she was going to go into surgery and just her crying and her upset, I was at a breaking point, and music therapy came in, and for an hour sat there. I stopped thinking about her going into surgery for a few minutes and just enjoyed that last hour, because the time after that was very grim. I was just very thankful for that moment, and that music therapy was able to give that to me.
Anything we can do to try to normalize their life is very beneficial, both just for their overall well-being, but hopefully also in terms of their medical care.
So I've seen a lot of different effects on the children of a variety of ages. If the therapist goes in there and plays with interactive toys and music toys, they just light up.
Well, it affects the whole brain and essentially gets to the emotional centers and lifts the spirits and the mood without any medication. And
they have video games and they have the television to look at, but the music therapy allows them to interact with other human beings in a very positive way. So I think music therapy is a crucial part of the recovery period for children in the hospital.
We lost our daughter Ariana Miller in 2008 to congenital heart disease. She had days where she didn't even really want to get out of bed, but not on the days when she had music therapy. Within a few minutes with her music therapist, the sparkle was back in her eye. She was laughing and singing and being a kid again. And that's where we realized the real healing power of music therapy.
We created the Ariana Miller Music with Heart program after seeing the enormous difference it made for our own child. Music therapy gave Ariana some normalcy, but it also gave our family some time together because we shared music. We knew we had to pass that on.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out and move.
In a hospital setting, especially in the ICUs, it's a very stressful place, not only for the families, but for the staff and the nurses and everyone involved in that unit. And it's something special when you walk into the unit and you're stressed after a surgery or whatever it may be, and you're hearing drums come down on the other side of the hall or kids laughing and singing, and it brings this sense of joy to the unit.
She just is a crazy toddler, and sometimes I just have to put the music on to calm us both down. It works. It really does. Whether we're singing or just listening, music therapy reminded me that this is something I needed in my life.
I'm pretty sure there's a quote that music heals, something like that. And it healed me, so I think it could just heal others.
Wow, I think we can all agree that is a very moving video. All right, this is your opportunity to make a difference right now with a donation at resoundingjoyinc.org. And the $10,000 match is in effect for the next 60 minutes. That's 2 whole months of music therapy. So help us turn that into 4 months. Now, we have had some big donations so far, and I want to tell you, I've got a whiteboard over here. You can't see it. It's right off the camera, but we've got a $150 donation from Michaela Cohen. Michaela, thank you very much. Sarah Maxman, our violinist, she donated $100 in addition to her incredible talent. Listen to this, $1,000 donation from Eric and Kathleen Doms. Thank you so much. Also, $1,000 from John Lamberti. John, you're the best. What can I say? Please keep it coming. Keep it coming. Up next is a special alumna performer who was a soloist in some of the early Heart of a Child concerts and was a friend of Ariana's in grade school. Lindsay Grant is a graduate of the NYU Tisch School of the Arts with a degree in drama and musical theater, where she had the privilege of studying and collaborating with some of the biggest names on Broadway. She was working on Broadway before COVID hit and is currently teaching and directing musical theater, singing Look at Me Now from the musical The Wild Party. Please welcome Lindsay Grant.
Hi everyone, my name is Lindsay Grant, and I had the pleasure of performing for the Heart of a Child concert back when I was in high school. I was good friends with Ariana Miller and saw firsthand how music therapy helped her while she was at Rady Children's Hospital. I'm thrilled to be back performing for you tonight and to support this important fundraiser. Thanks.
Thank you, Lindsay. Wow, what a voice. Cameron Wright and David Lee are both 15-year-old multi-talented, multi-instrumentalists from Southern California. Cameron is an actor and musician who currently stars as Mozzie McKellen in the Netflix sitcom Family Reunion and plays with the band Incredible Crazy Kids. Previously, Cameron portrayed young musical legends in the national tour of Motown the Musical. David is a singer-songwriter who has been playing guitar since age 4 and released his first single in 2013. He has performed at a variety of notable venues and arenas in California and beyond. David has won several talent competitions, including the Producer's Choice Award on the PBS show Celebration of Music in 2018. Performing the old familiar favorite, The Girl Is Mine, here is Cameron Wright and David Lee.
Since I met her from the start, I'm so proud I am the only one who is special in her heart. The girl is mine. doggone girl is mine. Don't waste your time. Ooh, the doggone girl is mine. She's mine. She's mine. No, 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 she's mine. The girl is mine. The girl is mine. The girl is mine. The girl is mine. Oh, whoa. My mind. She's mine. My mind. My mind. My mind. I know she's mine. Oh, oh. The doggone girl is mine. Girl is mine. Cameron, I don't want to fight about this.
Yeah, David, I think I already told you. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
I've heard it all before. She told me I'm her forever lover.
Yeah? Well, after loving me, she said she couldn't love another.
Is that what she said?
She said it. You keep dreaming.
I don't believe it. Oh, the girl is mine. My mind. No, mine. My mind. My mind. My mind. Don't waste your time. Cause the doggone girl is mine. She's mine.
No, she's fine.
Thank you, Cameron and David. That was really so much fun. Soundwave is the first and only co-ed a cappella ensemble at San Diego State University. This ensemble was founded with the purpose of expressing individual talent, encouraging creativity, fostering teamwork, embracing diversity, and dedicated to the performing arts. They recently competed in the International Championship of Collegiate A Cappella, winning the 2020 Southwest quarterfinals. Please enjoy SDSU's Soundwave, performing their version of
Free range of the Let the fire coast in the sidelines. Contact with an tarnished point of the submarine. Is it the strength of your fearless overflowing your pain? You see no heights you'll be reaching. And is it today, ooh, that you will find a new release? And in your wake ripples your sweet faith. And I hope that love you, that love you, and I hope you, and I hope that love you, and I hope that love you, and I know it's your day.
San Diego State's Soundwave. Wow, what a talented and creative group. I just want to take a moment now to thank San Diego Printers and their owner, John Barros. Thank you for generously providing all the print material for Resounding Joy. You know we couldn't get the word out without you. We also would like to take a moment to thank our individual and corporate sponsors for their generous support of the Ariana Miller Healing Notes program. I would like to especially thank our premier corporate sponsor, San Diego Imaging, for not only this year, but for all 10 years of their generous sponsorship. In addition, I would like to thank our title sponsor, the Horst Family Foundation. Merle and Kay Horst have been extremely generous supporters of this concert and program for many years now. I hope all of you at home can join all of us at Resounding Joy in offering a heartfelt thank you to the Horst Family Foundation and San Diego Imaging. Pianist Hanlon Noonlan is a junior at Pacific Academy Encinitas and has won numerous piano competitions and awards, including first place in the 2020 Liszt International Youth Piano Competition, second place in the 2021 MTAC San Diego Concerto Competition, and gold in China's 2019 CCTV Young Talent Show. Here to perform Hyperspace Sonata First Movement is Hanlon Noonlan. Thank you, Hanlon. I personally love that piece. I was just picturing flying over the Grand Canyon or something with your music. Just beautiful. Thank you so much. Before we go on to our next performer, I want to give you some good news. We've got some more totals coming in because of your generous donations. So far, we have raised $39,000, and we're only $800 short of our $10,000 match. So please get your donations in now so it will be matched and then your money goes farther. Want to thank Joseph Noonan. That's probably related to our pianist that we just saw. Maybe his dad. $1,000 from Joseph. Thank you so much. Also $1,000 donated by Rick and Ann Hind. Thank you, Rick and Ann. It means so much. Now to continue with our program, I want to tell you about 17-year-old Lilith Freund. She attends Westview High School and has many musical theater credits to her name. In 2019, she won a National Youth Award for leading performance in a musical for her portrayal of Wednesday in The Addams Family. She has worked with the Off-Broadway Theater Company, and she has danced in over 8 Nutcrackers. Lilith plans on pursuing a BFA in musical theater in college. Singing Watch Me Soar by Scott Allen, here is the lovely Lilith Freund.
I know that it's hard for you to imagine that I'm not that young girl you once knew. I'm no longer 12. What you see is a woman standing in front of you, and I have been patient, I've been kind, I paid my dues and I gave up my time. I can't be confined to the past anymore. My wings have grown. Everyone says just to be thankful, just to be grateful, or just let it be. But I'm tired of this waiting, it's always tomorrow. I'm done with perceptions that you've had of me. I've given you blood, you've given me tears. I put my heart in for so many years, but it's finally time to fend for myself and open my wings. It's my time to soar, yes. My time, and I don't need you to love me, that's not what I asked. I just want you to see that I'm more than my past. You have expectations, well, they're just too small, and I'm dreaming big, so watch me soar. Watch me soar. Watch me soar. It's time to let go, take a leap, touch the sky. Feel the wind push against me as my wings learn to fly. Then soar. I will soar. I will soar. I know that it's hard for you to imagine that I'm not that young girl you once knew. I'm no longer 12. What you see is a woman soaring in front of you.
Thank you, Lilith. Just wonderful. Our next performer is so versatile. He's a singer, he's a songwriter, and a musician. He's only 16 years old. His name is Kenny Nguyen, and he is an international student from Ho Chi Minh City. He's currently attending the Children's Creative and Performing Arts Academy. In 2016, he appeared on the Vietnamese television show Vietnam Idol Kids, making it to the final top 10. In 2019, he was named CCPAA's Performer of the Year, and this year released his first album. Please give a big virtual welcome to Kenny Nguyen performing Let It Be by the Beatles.
You know, it's been a tough year. There's ups and downs. Sometimes you win and you lose. So, this is what I want to tell you. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking word of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, and she's standing right in front of me, speaking word of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, oh, let it be. Let it be, oh, let it be. Whisper a word of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, and there is still the chance that they might see, there will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, oh, let it be. Let it be, oh, let it be. Whisper a word of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, oh, let it be. Let it be, oh, let it be. Whisper a word of wisdom, let it be. And when the night is cloudy, and there is still the chance that light might see, shine until tomorrow, let it be. Wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking word of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, oh, let it be. Let it be, oh, let it be. Whisper a word of wisdom, let it be. There will be an answer. Let it be.
And we are back here live with that man you just heard, the very talented Kenny Nguyen.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Thank you for having me
Oh,
here.
it's my pleasure, Kenny. Now, you are an international student, okay?
Right,
You're
right.
from Vietnam.
Correct.
And I understand that you were on that Vietnam
Idol Kids.
Idol Kids.
Yeah, Vietnam Idol Kids.
And you did really well, top 10. But how is that different from the American Idol that we know here in the United States?
Well, you know, American's Idol have been going on for a lot of seasons.
Long time, yeah.
The season I've been on was the first season ever.
Okay.
So, I mean, the fan just kind of built up on that, but the diversity was good, but compared to American's Idol, you know, American's Idol was a little bit more, you know.
Maybe you should be on American Idol too.
That's my dream. I kind of hope I could be in there, you know. I kind of hope so.
I
yeah.
wouldn't be surprised, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah. Now, you've been a student here in San Diego for only 3 years, right?
Yeah, for 3 years.
And what do you think are the biggest musical differences between Vietnam and the United States?
Oh, definitely different because, you know, a lot of genre of music got created in America,
just like pop and rap, which I listen to a lot, and they're just getting to Vietnam. Like Vietnam just, like they just started listening to those type of genre of music. So it's such a big difference between Americans' music and Vietnamese music, you know?
And you love it all?
Oh, I love it all, definitely.
It just speaks to you, right?
Yeah, it just speaks to me. Like normally when I make music, the one quote I go with is, let the beat speak to you. Let the music speak to you. Don't choose it.
I kind of got that feeling when I was watching you play the keyboard.
Yeah.
Well, Kenny, good luck to you. So good to have you here.
Thank you.
You bet.
Thank you so much.
Moving on now, Chloe Cruz of Chula Vista is a sophomore at the San Diego School of Creative and Performing Arts. She was last seen in The Addams Family the Musical, where she won Outstanding Student in Musical Theater and Performance. She was the Freshman Division Youth Arts Showcase National Champion in 2020 as well for her performance of Sunday in the Park. And now, most recently, she was a Merit Award recipient for the Music Center Spotlight 2021. Please enjoy the elegant Chloe Cruz singing Maybe This Time from Cabaret.
Maybe this time I'll be lucky. Maybe this time he'll stay. Maybe this time, for the first time, love won't hurry away. He will hold me fast. I'll be home at last, not a loser anymore, like the last time and the time before. Everybody loves a winner, so nobody loved me. Lady peaceful, lady happy, that's what I long to be. All the odds are in my favor, something's bound to begin. It's gonna happen sometime. Maybe this time I'll win. Everybody loves a winner, so nobody loved me. Lady peaceful, lady happy, that's what I long to be. All the odds are in my favor, something's bound to begin. It's gotta happen sometime. Maybe this time, maybe this time I
And thank you, Chloe. Such a classy song, such a great song. Well, I am proud to say that we have now matched our $10,000 matching donation. So our total is $54,292. Let me say that again, $54,292. Want to do a big shout out to Rick and Ann Hine, who have donated another $4,000. Thank you, Rick and Ann. Also, thanks to Nikki and Janet, who donated $100. So please, We're not stopping now. Keep your donations coming in for the music therapy program. It means the world to these children who are in the hospital, and you really help us out. Now, in honor of our 10-year celebration, we looked back on our 10 years of music therapy through the Ariana Miller Healing Notes program and decided what better way to show that impact but to ask, what describes the heart of your child? We celebrate the heart of all those children in this upcoming video presentation. We're also honoring the heart of one special child, Elias, who was 18 months old when his family lost him suddenly. Elias lives on in the hearts of his family and in the lives he saved through organ donation. The song in this video is his heartbeat song, written and sung by his loving family.
Sugar booger, our bug, our little buddy. You are loving and amazing and strong. Our Elias, our big little warrior. You go round and round your circle of life, and you go round and round like those big brown eyes. We can still see you loving en masse, pulling tails, giving kisses and cuddling with your baba. You are so happy, so big and so pure. Our Elias, our big little warrior. You go round and round your circle of life. You go round and round with those big brown eyes. You go round and round your heart-giving life. You go round and round shining so bright. You go round and round, giver of life, and you go round and round in our minds. Our Elias, you make our world go round and round. Fly high, sweet angel, fly high. Fly high, sweet angel, fly high.
Those were just some of the many children served by this incredible program. Just think of the other thousands who have benefited from this program and the many thousands more that need and will need the healing power of music therapy. You can make a difference tonight with your donation at resoundingjoyinc.org. So, coming up, I want to tell you about our next performer. On the Town Ensemble consists of local high school students Elizabeth Gelber, Nika Sauter, Carolyn Sutton, Karosh Sauter, and Ben Jimenez. On the Town is J Company's traveling performance group comprised of talented young artists from all over San Diego County who will sing and dance their way right into your heart. Please enjoy On the Town Ensemble singing Seasons of Love from the musical Rent.
Minutes, 525,000 moments, so dear. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter, in strife, in 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in the life? How about love? How about love? How about love? Measuring love. Seasons of love. Seasons of love. 525,600 minutes. 525,000 journeys to plan. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure the life of a woman or a man?
Truth that she learned, or in times that she cried, in bridges she burned, or the way that she died.
Let's do it now to sing out, though the story never ends. Let's celebrate, remember a year in the life of friends. Remember the love. You got to remember the love. You
Thank you, OTT Ensemble. That was just great. Claire Lewis is a 17-year-old classical pianist and student at the Manhattan School of Music in New York City. She made her Carnegie Hall debut in 2019 as a first prize winner of the American Protégé International Music Talent Competition. COVID hasn't slowed Claire down. She also has recently won a wall full of medals and trophies. And just in case that wasn't enough, at age 13, Claire became the youngest student to graduate from Palomar College in the school's 70-year history. This video is going to look a little different because as I speak, she is competing in the final round of the Music International Grand Prix as a finalist. Please welcome Claire Lewis performing Beethoven's Sonata in A-flat major, first movement. Thank you, Claire Lewis. You are a true piano prodigy. I've got some good news, a new total. We are now up to $55,000 of donations thanks to your generosity for Heart of a Child. Thank you so much. Special shout out to You Buy, who donated $500. Jessica Lewis, thank you for your $100 donation. And Peggy Dooley, $250 to help the kids in the hospital with music therapy. Thank you so much. Our next performer is only 15 years old. Her name is Allison Bailey. She's from Winchester. She's a singer and a songwriter. She loves a wide variety of music, especially country. She wrote her first song at age 11, which earned her second place at the North American Country Music Association International Competition. In 2019, Allison was the most promising female vocalist and the future star female entertainer for New Country at the West Coast Country Music Association's Hot August competition. In addition, she was recently awarded the President's Volunteer Service Award. Please enjoy the enchanting Allison Bailey singing the country hit More Hearts Than Mine.
I can't wait to show you where I grew up. Walk around the foothills of my town. Probably feel like you've been there before. After hearing all the stories I've been telling you for 6 months now. We'll probably have to sleep in separate bedrooms. Pack a shirt for church because we'll go. I'm not trying to scare you off, but I just thought that we should talk a few things out before we hit the road. If I bring you home to mama, yes, I better warn you. She falls in love a little faster than I do. And my dad will check your tires, pour your whiskey over ice, and take you fishing, but pretend that he don't like you. Oh, if we break up, I'll be fine. But you'll be breaking more hearts than mine. Sister's gonna ask a million questions, say anything she can to when you meet my school friends, they'll buy you drinks and fill you in on all the crazy nights I can't outlive. So if I bring you home to mama, I guess I better warn you. She falls in love a little faster than I do. My dad will check your tires, pour your whiskey over ice, and buy you dinner, but pretend that he don't like you. Oh, if we break up, I'll be fine. But you'll be breaking more hearts than mine. If I bring you home to mama, I guess I better warn you. She feels every heartache I go through. If my dad sees me crying, he pours some whiskey over ice and tell a lie and say he never really liked you. Oh, if we break up, I'll be fine. But you'll be breaking more hearts than mine. You'll be breaking more hearts than mine.
Now that's what I call country. Thank you, Allison. Our next artist is only 15 years old, but the talented Miss Ellie Lee has played violin and piano for a whole decade. She is a member of the San Diego Youth Symphony. Ellie has received numerous accolades as a soloist, including first place at the 2019 International Academy of Music competition in Italy. In 2021, she received first place in the San Diego MTAC Voce competition and second place in the American Protégé International Concerto competition. Here is Ellie Lee performing Sibelius's Violin Concerto in D minor, first movement.
for those tuning in late, I'm Jeff Miller, event director and Ariana's dad. I want to thank all of you who logged on tonight. I know we had some technical issues, and we apologize for that. For those of you that stuck with us tonight, I think you enjoyed a really wonderful show. I hope you enjoyed the show. And if you were able to make a donation, we're incredibly grateful for your support. If you're still thinking about making a donation and are able to, I urge you to visit resoundingjoyinc.org and keep this vital program funded for the next year. So just wanted to let you know that we right now, our current total is actually at $56,400. So big shout out to all of you out there that helped out tonight. That's really quite incredible. I'd also like to thank all our performers for sharing their incredible musical gifts with us tonight. I got to tell you, these young people are all pros. Essentially, all the recordings were a single take, and any retakes were largely technical in nature. They make all the rest of us feel like, like huge underachievers. Just remarkable. Thank you. I would also like to thank our planning committee and our Resounding Joy team, especially our superstar executive producer, Judy Grant, and Rachel Gant, our director of the Healing Notes program. And of course, I want to thank your charming host for the evening, Pat Brown. She has 2 live and now 2 virtual concerts under her tiny belt. Thank you, Pat, for making everything flow so smoothly and look so easy.
Oh, you're too kind. Thank you, Jeff. It's always my pleasure. I can't believe it's been 4 years.
Yep, it's amazing.
But we're going to do it again next year too, for sure. So I just hope to see all of you in person. That's the key, in person next year. We're going to be live at the Conrad, that's in downtown La Jolla, on April 30th, 2022, right? April 30th. So save the date. And if you missed part of our show tonight, or you just want to watch it again, I know I do, it will continue to be available on Facebook and YouTube. Here again is San Diego State's very own Soundwave performing Lights Up. How appropriate. Stay safe, everyone. God bless and good night.
Step into the light, so bright. I'm not ever going back. What do you mean? I'm sorry, by the way. Never coming back down. Can't you see I could but wouldn't stay? Wouldn't put it like that. Sorry, by the way. Never coming around. Be so sweet if things just stayed the same. La da da da. All the lights couldn't put out the dark. Running through my heart. Lights up, do they know who you are? Know who you are? Do you know who you are? Step into the light, so bright sometimes.